Really worked hard this winter, getting back and getting in the weight room. You know, a lot of our weights are back up. Everybody, I think, but two guys met their weight goals so far through the winter workouts, and you know, I think we've had a really strong start to the work and set a good foundation. Now it's about more going out and getting the X's and O's part of it, which is always exciting to get back on the field. It's every year it's a new team. You're never going to have the same one coming back from the year before, so there's a lot of new faces, a lot of different guys getting reps, and you know, it was exciting to you know, we've tweaked some things offensively, defensively, special teams, and it's fun to get out there and get that stuff on tape and now kind of evaluate it as coaches as we go.
You mentioned the X's and O's. Is that where a lot of the importance is in the spring, especially with some changes at the coaching staff?
Yeah, the X's and O's, getting back to base fundamentals, really getting to, you know, sometimes throughout the year, the longer the year goes on, the less individual time you get, the less fundamental work you get as you go, and so it's always good to get back and, you know, set that foundation of how we're going to work and, you know, the fundamentals of this game, blocking, tackling, the footwork, just all the different things that you really need to work on in the off season, carrying over into fall camp is important, and so getting back to some of that.
How do you feel about the new group? You just finalized the staff.
Yeah.
Really?
We got really happy for the guys that you know, got opportunities to you know, they felt like made a better life for their families and kind of evolving in this coaching profession, and that's what, you know, I've always looked forward to, is helping each and every guy grow around me as they help me grow. We're all in this thing together, so I'm extremely happy for those men. A bunch of those guys, some of them got to go back to their alma maters, and you know, it's exciting to you know, have that opportunity to you know, have some guys like that who have moved up, but at the same time, you know, allows other guys. We're going to hire great coaches. There's a lot of positive energy around our program right now. There's been a lot of guys that had a lot of interest in coming to North Texas because of what we have to offer, and that's a credit to this university and this community, and you know, and a lot of credit to our players. The things that they've done on the field have not only for this past group that moved on, that's a big credit to our players, the things they're doing on the field. So it's a positive, getting great guys around here. You know, we're going to hire great guys that are great mentors, great coaches. They're going to fit our culture, our personality, which every single one of those men do. At the same time, you know, it's also exciting to bring in new guys that have new ideas that can help us evolve, grow. You know, the longer you get within the system, bringing new guys in, you know, it kind of refreshes things and it makes things exciting again. And so it's been a lot of fun. You know, it's been a lot of work in the off season. You know, it's obviously coaches and players having to build new relationships as they move forward. But the great thing is they're all great coaches, and all of them bring something really good to the table. And I think they fit our culture, and so that makes it a lot easier.
Does that make it an important time, spring, with the amount of turnover that you've had in terms of this coaching staff? Does that make this couple of weeks real important?
Yeah, it's always important. Again, getting back to your fundamentals, getting some of those young guys who haven't had those game reps, those reps they need to lead them into the summer and fall camp. But also, you know, as new guys come in and new faces show up as coaches, making sure that everybody's on the same page. They're learning the system as well, some of these young players. And so it's very important, you know, to build that cohesive unit all together. And so, again, it's been exciting.
Coach, you recorded this offseason. What made you stick around here?
Well, I think it's an unbelievable place. We got a great team. You know, our players have a high respect for these men. I love them. It's a great community. My family, I'm in my footprint, close to home. You know, and I think our administration and this university, our president, the Board of Regents, being on the same page, giving us the resources necessary to be successful. I've said this a long time. I think the sky's the limit for North Texas because of the people that are in place here, and not only with our administration, our fans, the excitement. I think it's an unbelievable place to coach, and I'm blessed.
Offensively, are you planning to run the same system, or are you going to be more involved?
Yeah, I'll definitely be more involved. You know, it's going to be the same terminology, same system per se. That you'll see some different wrinkles. You know, and I thought Graham did an unbelievable job. I was here. You know, I was still very involved back then. You know, I'm never going to not be involved offensively. That's kind of what I've always done. And so there'll be some different tweaks as there is every year. And so as we get moving forward, kind of get into some of these scrimmages, you'll kind of see the different tweaks we've made.
What have you seen from Bodie, and what seen from Bodie that he can bring to this offense?
Very experienced. You know, it's been a guy that's called it, not only as he called it, but he's called it at a high level and had some of the most explosive offenses in the country. You know, having played on a big stage in a championship game. You know, and the first thing you realize is he's a great coach. He's a great man. He's great with the players, very positive. At the same time, very smart, very intelligent, understands the game of football. I think he'll do a great job with our quarterbacks, not only helping them understand our scheme and our system, but developing those guys and, you know, coaching them to, you know, play at a high level. And understanding what it takes to play. He's played the position, so understanding what it takes to play that position, how to manage the game. Again, I'm really excited about Bodie. I think he's going to do great things.
You talked about competition before. Now that it's all in the off-season, the spring, what do you hope to see from your guys as far as competition goes, just across the board?
Yeah, I think you got to compete every single day. Not only offense, defense, special teams versus each other, but also within position groups. You know, competition is healthy. It makes everybody better. Ultimately, you're competing against yourself every day. I think if you can go out there and focus in a day in meetings throughout practice and force yourself to get, you know, when you get outside your comfort zone, push yourself to be at your best. And you're only going to do that. It's kind of like going in the weight room by yourself. You can push a lot of weight by yourself. You think you're pushing a lot of weight, but when someone else gets in there to spot you, you're going to do a whole lot more. And I think that's what competition does for you. You're going to make overall your team better. Individually, you're going to get better. And, you know, I think it brings us together closer as a group as well.
Talk about building relationships between coaches and players. I know it's early, but you start to see that chemistry develop.
Yeah, and I think you'll see more of it as it goes forward. I mean, again, some of it's, again, with every relationship, it's building trust. And I think whether it's coach to coach, coach to player, or vice versa, I think the more you're around each other, the more trust you build, understanding that we're all pulling the rope in the same direction. We're all in this thing together, coaches and players alike. We can't win championships without these players, and they can't win championships without us. And so, you know, I think that as a process throughout, you know, it's already started through kind of the winter workouts, but it continues to grow through spring ball leading into your summer workouts.
What do you expect to see from Mikhail Sanders in terms of leadership heading into his junior year?
Yeah, I'm excited about Mikhail. I think you know, he's really matured and he's growing. You know, learning the obviously being in the system a year longer. You know, he's starting to really grow and develop and getting his eyes where they need to be. I think he's a very long, physical player that has a huge upside. Really excited to see what he brings to the table this year.
What are your thoughts on the running back core with Blank Stevens coming back from his senior year? What are the improvements so fast?
I think we have a deep group. I really do. I really like that group, especially when Easley gets back off his injury. I think his rehab's going very well. He's very motivated, and I think I'm really pleased kind of where he's at coming off that surgery. At the same time, DeAndre stepped in and had a huge year. Has a lot of experience within the system and what we're doing. Nick Smith, a guy that's kind of was injured a little bit last year, could never get over the injury bug this past year fully as it went. Again, he has some experience. You know, he's a guy that's made a lot of plays for us, and he's out there healthy. I think he looks a lot better from this off-season workout plan. He's taking care of his body. Evan Johnson, you know, Weish. I think it's a great group, and then you got Oscar coming in that we're really excited about. You know, I think he's probably further along than a lot of freshmen that I've been around, just physically, mentally. I think he's going to definitely bring something to the table. We're excited about him as well. So I think it's a deep group.
How have you seen Mason Fine grow over these few years, and what type of things do you think he needs to improve on this year?
I think he's gotten a lot more comfortable, as you've seen in the last couple of years. And, the longer you're in a system, the more you see, defenses, understanding where your eyes need to be pre-snap, what you're looking for. I think he's really grown. I think a lot of it's been not only in the offseason, but just the amount of work he puts in the film room. He's a gym rat, and I think at that position, you have to be. You're basically another coach that's out on the field playing. And so, he takes great pride in developing his leadership role. I think he's done an excellent job. I think, we all still have a lot to work on and grow every single day. But probably just overall, just making sure, understanding defenses, where they're bringing pressures, understanding when you can squeeze the ball a little bit and when you need to get out of your hands. Learning how to manage the offense, not putting us in negative yardage plays or getting us out of bad plays, which, again, he'll continue to work on. I think we're blessed to have him. I know he's going to work extremely hard, and I'm looking for him, and I know he is really excited about having a huge year this year for us.
You brought in the tight ends coach, you have him in the past. Is that an indication you want to do more with that position, maybe something different?
Yeah, it is. Something I've been playing out of 11 personnel as my base for a long time now, and that's something that when you're able to do that, and being able to play out of 11 and 12 personnel at times, but also being able to be multiple out of those formations, I think is challenging for a defense. Forces them to not be able to sub as much. Being in empty four wides, two tights, 21, you can do a lot of different things. That gives defenses problems, and so I think it's something that we've kind of underutilized it, I guess. And just wanting to get back to some of the things I've done in the past, I thought that was an important position to hire. I know Adrian's going to do a great job. He's very experienced. He has an O-line background playing at Kansas. So he understands the run game very well, and then also having been a tight end, he's been involved in both sides, and so he's very sharp. Really excited about him coming on board and helping that tight end group out. And I think we'll see the positives here down the road as we move forward.
What do you see as the key challenges as you guys in your spring?
Yeah, I think, again, some of the challenges are getting everybody on the same page. We're tweaking some things, especially offensively, that it's going to take some extra work out of those guys. It's not going to be one of those to where you're showing up to practice in a meeting that day. How much extra work are you going to put on your own, the study side. Also, we're having to replace some, a lot of playmakers on defense that were very productive for us. And so making sure that we're building that depth at those key positions, getting them comfortable in their new roles, going out there and stepping up and being productive as we were this past year. And I think a lot of that comes with some of the reps that they need this spring.
You mentioned playmakers from the fall. What do you see from the linebacking core now?
I think it's a very talented group, just young, and don't have a lot of game experience, but we're very excited about that group. I think they're athletic, can run sideline to sideline. They're physical. They'll hit you. I think having the opportunity to redshirt this past year, some of them, really helped them develop. Not pushing them in the fire too soon. They had two guys that, really a few guys that were in front of them that they could learn from. They got tutored under. They have a lot of mental reps. Now it's time to go out there and you're the guy. So I'm excited to see that group kind of progress through this spring, and I think I'm excited about the group. I think when it's all said and done, I think they have a lot to bring to the table. Now it's just a matter of getting the reps to do so.
You feel like the balance improved across the board?
Yeah, absolutely, I do. From top to bottom, you starting to notice more depth. Probably we need to stay a little bit healthier offensive line-wise. We've had some key injuries there. that we got to get some guys back. They're there, they're just not out there on the field practicing right now, and so that's been a challenge at times. But overall, from top to bottom, I think we're a deeper team, you know, and you should be. I mean, getting into year 4 now, you know, that's what you've been recruiting for, and so very excited about this past year's class. I think we have a lot of great guys coming in. Some of them already here, some of them coming in this next fall that I'm really excited about. So I think overall, yeah, we're more talented for sure than we were, you know, year 1. A lot further along as a program.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.